Well, guys, it's the night we've all been waiting for. It's double eviction plus a Blindside. This is your Big Brother after show.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Really had me going. Now, Brett.
You gotta go.
Wait, don't give anything away. Yes, gotta go. It's a double eviction, y'all.
You right?
Bye. It's over.
It's over.
You're over. You're canceled.
It's over now. What's up, guys? Welcome to your Big Brother after show, man.
Big old brother.
Big old brother. Double eviction, major Blindside, crazy night, and shade from Julie.
Yes. Oh my God. Julie was serving it tonight.
So much shade.
I was into it.
And we're going to get into it. I'm your host, Jessica Williams, and over here we have Fabulous.
I'm the other host.
The other
I'm
host.
back.
He's
I
back.
haven't been here for like weeks,
Yes.
y'all. And I'm sorry. I know this is not the face of gorgeous Morgan or gorgeous Bryce or gorgeous Jessica, but
We missed you.
You take what you can get.
We
and
missed
tonight
you.
you get me.
You and your apple stories. Did you
My
eat an apple
story
today?
is no, I didn't eat an apple this
Okay,
morning.
darn it.
Gosh.
But like you said, we are missing two of our fabulous co-hosts, Bryce and Morgan. We love you guys. Miss
Love
you.
you.
And we're going to get this party started.
Yes, my favorite night.
Yes. Okay, so much has happened. Let's just
God.
start from the top. Oh, by the way, guys, we have so many amazing segments coming up. We have a Gone Too Soon.
Yes. The segment is called Gone Too Soon.
Oh, the dramatics.
The
I love
drama.
it.
You know we bring the drama every week.
Yes.
Which house guest do you think was eliminated too soon? Was it Swaggy C? Was it Bailey? Was it Caitlyn? Was
You
it
remember
Steve?
Steve?
Or
Oh,
who
yeah,
was
who's
Steve?
Steve? Who said that?
Which house guest do you think should have gone a little bit further or had something to give to the competition?
Absolutely. And then
Think
we
about
also
it.
have the power of Tweeto, where we
Tweeto.
pull some fabulous yet shady tweets from the web and share it with you guys. In addition, we also have our live chat going.
Yes, I'm manning the live chat, and we got a comment. Jessica looking good, boo.
Oh, thank you, darling.
Yes. So
Yes, and you guys can join the conversation by heading over to our YouTube page and pulling up the live chat and typing in. Okay, our girl Haleigh left tonight.
our girl Haleigh, I was so okay. I was kind of upset. I wanted her to stay. I wanted her to fight it out. She was the last member of the Fondue Alliance, as we like to
was,
call
yes.
them, with her bubbly personality, and she had been in like Big Brother hell for the last 3 weeks. She was really going through it, always on the
Yeah.
block. She couldn't figure out a way to get the target off her back. And tonight was the night she had to get sent to the veto or to the jury house. And
It would have been nice.
I know, it would have been nice, girl. to win
Wishful
the veto.
thinking, yes. I wanted her to win so bad.
She did so bad in the veto. She did so bad yesterday in the veto. She made last, but she was sent home to
Yeah.
Fessy.
Yeah, well, no, she was sent to jury.
Well, jury. Jury.
Oh,
the
no.
jury house.
Is he there?
Is he?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, he
Okay. Totally forgot because
Girl.
he tried to battle back and it just didn't happen.
didn't work for
It
him.
didn't happen.
Scotty beat him.
It's so sad that all of the Hive, the Fondue, the Fonte, all of that goodness, they went one by one. One came back and then got sent, and then Haley's gone.
Well, that's how it works. It's a revolving
Meanwhile,
door.
Sammy and JC is just riding the wave.
They're sitting pretty.
floating
They're
like a
sitting pretty,
surfboard.
yeah.
Like what?
Yeah, I think that
What?
Haleigh should have like tried to get in with Sam and JC and been like, we need to work together. I know we're not the strongest competitors. But we got to make some moves up in here if we want to survive because we're going to be pecked off one at a time.
Pretty much. So let's talk about that. So KC won the HOH that nominated Haleigh. So at first I was kind of thinking like, would it be strategic for her to get Haleigh out or target someone else because Haleigh essentially wanted to work with
Yeah.
KC? But do you feel like this alliance is just so strong that they refuse to shift it up?
Yeah, I don't want to jump ahead, but
Yeah.
I think that she was afraid of turning on her level 6 alliance because she knows how strong they are. She knows that they're all comp beasts. So if you turn on that alliance, you are going to be like, that gives them the excuse to get you sent out. And if they have an excuse, that means that you're probably not going to be as bitter in the jury house because you have a reason for being sent out as opposed to just being sent out. So that's, I think, the reason that level 6 hasn't been taking big shots at each other yet is because they don't want blood on their hands and they just want to keep things safe until the last minute.
Well, and then things changed a little bit.
And then something happened. We'll get there.
But yes, we'll get there. So, okay, goodbye messages from Haleigh. So basically, you have the Level 6 Alliance in secret basically turning on each other and saying, no, Brett saying, oh, it's Angela, Casey, Tyler wanted you out. And then everyone else is like, blame Brett. What do you think about that strategy?
About everybody blaming Brett. Well, I think it was stupid of Brett to jump the gun on already targeting. Like, come on, Brett. I think he just got nervous. He was already targeting people in his own alliance before JC and Sam were even sent out. And it was like, you just have to bide your time a little bit. Be patient. And that's what, honestly, Tyler does really well. That's what Casey does really well, is they just sit back and wait for people to get picked off, and they think about their next move. But Brett was jumping the gun on that, and he went to Tyler. Tyler went to Tyler went to Casey and spilled the beans, and then things started, working.
But is it smart though? Like, I was thinking about that, and I feel like someone, number one, has to make a big move. Number two, he probably felt like he was at the bottom of the totem pole, which he was.
Yeah, he panicked.
And Tyler literally was like, I know I have a final 2 with Brett and with Casey and with every 80 other people in the house, but I'm ready to get Brett out. So though he didn't publicly say it, Tyler didn't publicly go for Brett. Brett felt the vibes, and his biggest mistake was telling it to Tyler.
Exactly. There's 2 other people. There's 2 other people to be evicted. JC and Sam are right there waiting to be picked off.
But they can beat them.
Right, they can beat them.
They don't win comms.
But at this point, it's about managing the jury votes. And Brett needed to bide his time and make sure that he wasn't pissing anybody off too soon. I mean, I think it was a dumb move. Brett, you just needed to lay low. You were good for at least 2 more evictions.
Or at least, I feel like they kind of jumped the gun in conversation. So wait until you actually win HOH and then start making the moves.
That's what happens when we get to the later stages.
Don't discuss backdooring before the veto has happened.
Yeah, I think and if you're in the chat, tell us what you think.
Yes.
I'm going to be reading your messages, but I think that whenever we get into the later stages of Big Brother, people start getting nervous and they're like, wait, I need to win. Like, I can win. I need to start thinking 3 steps ahead. And then they feel so panicked that they need to share their strategy with other people, that person being Tyler, and it just doesn't work. I thought it was a bad move by
everyone
Brett.
trusts Tyler, but because he's playing that good of a game.
Yeah. Oh, and I have a total awesome theory about Tyler and Angela's showmance.
Ooh.
But before we get to that, speaking of theories, I don't know how I'm going to segue with theories, but speaking of anything, speaking of AfterBuzz, girl,
all shows have theories.
All shows have theories. Come on, Jessica, with the segue. Okay, hello, AfterBuzzers. While you're thinking about your Big Brother predictions and putting them in the chat, I got to tell you, our network produces after shows for nearly all your favorite TV shows. So this is AfterBuzz TV competitions, but we also have reality. We have all kinds of stuff. So from dramas to reality to sci-fi, more, there's no network that works harder to serve television fans, but we need your help. We're asking that you please subscribe to one or more of our YouTube channels. By subscribing to our channel, YouTube will suggest content that's tailor-made for you. And you'll help AfterBuzz continue to grow, which means we can bring you better stuff.
Yes.
And if you're worried about pesky notifications, don't be. They're optional. Everyone knows that, girl. So hit that subscribe button now for this channel, and check out our other AfterBuzz YouTube channels as well. I love the reality one. All the Real Housewives are on there.
Yes.
Jesus. Let us know you did so in the comments, and we will thank you on air. And I'm looking at the chat now, so if you tell me you subscribed, I'm going to thank you. I'm going to shout you out. For now, thanks for being the best fans and for helping us be the ESPN of TV talk.
Yes. Love it. So, yes. So good.
Should I get into my theory about Tyler and Angela?
Yes, I would love to hear that.
Okay, this is like a side thing, but it's one I've been thinking about all week. Okay, so you know how Tyler has all these... I'm going to actually pose it as a series of questions, and you're going to answer these questions.
I like it.
Okay.
It's like Dateline.
So,
Dun-dun-dun.
What usually happens to showmances when they're on the show? What happens to them?
One of 2 things. They either are targeted, they crumble, or...
Because, they're targeted, right? So people want
I got number 1
You got it right, girl. See, we're Big Brother experts over here. So they're targeted. Okay, who does Tyler have a final 2 with in the house?
Everyone, except his showman.
Except for Angela, right? So... who do you think the house would target if they were to target one of these showman's members? Because they all have a final 2 with Tyler.
Angela.
Right? They would target Angela. So, wouldn't it be smart for Tyler to let the housemates know that he's in a showman's with Angela, because then he has no blood on his hands when Angela is targeted by the other housemates, and Angela will just say, well, they voted me out because I was in a showman's with Tyler. not Tyler's fault. I'm going to vote for Tyler to win because I'm in a romance with him. And when in reality, Tyler wanted Angela out the whole time.
Right, he did.
So I think that Tyler has something to gain by telling the house, hey, I'm in a showmance here. You should probably vote Angela out because we're in a showmance and maybe an alliance. And I don't think he's telling the cameras that in the confessional because I really do think he likes Angela. And if he were to expose himself and say, I need to get Angela out of the house, I think that that would make Angela really mad and blow his chances of being with Angela after the show.
Yes, 100%. Okay, yes, I agree. I agree. I think that...
oh my God, I'm a detective. Oh my God.
Sherlock Charles.
Oh my God.
So yeah, I agree. And I think that he is kind of playing it by ear when he exposes it because clearly everyone knows that they're in a showmance, right? So he's not really hiding anything, but it's too soon to make that move.
Yeah.
I totally think that he's going to, kind of bag away from her.
I think, well, I don't know because like it wouldn't be the move that he would be making. Like other people would be like, who should I target? Well, I have a final 2 with Tyler. I know he's in a really strong alliance with Angela. I should target Angela because what if he chooses romance over his initial final 2?
Yeah, I think it's going to happen. I think that he just isn't going to be the one to say it. He's going to let the other people come to that conclusion.
Tyler's a good player.
He is.
He plants the seed, he lets people do their thing, and he has no blood on his hands.
Yeah, no blood. Well... we got to get to tonight, but first, hashtag, there's a couple of things. So I want to talk about Sammy for a moment because girl is crazy. Girl is cray-cray.
Sam is a psychopath, and I'm here for it.
Literally, her craziness in the DR, talking about how she will kill and slaughter and cut off heads and tear everyone up verbally.
She literally said, I'll take a piece of everyone with me when I leave. And I was like, a physical piece? Because you might just claw into some people.
I wanted Haleigh to win that veto just so I can see Sam go off on the entire house. Like, seriously.
Yeah, not too long till we see it, I don't think.
She is really crazy. Okay, so Tyler.
Yes.
He kind of shifted things up this episode before he won the HOH because he was trying to decide when he should target Brett. What do you think about that strategy? Because clearly he's made a final 2 with everyone. I mean, do you think that it's wise for him to choose Casey over Brett? Who would he win against?
I think it was dumb, actually, that he wanted to get Brett out of the house. I think that he would definitely beat Brett in a final 2. And hello, have you looked at Brett's track record with HOHs and vetoes? He sucks. For some reason, it looks like he'd be good, but he sucks. He can't win anything. So Casey, who's won HOHs, the past 3 vetoes, who's been a comp beast, Angela, who's been another comp beast, like, you can control the game if you take Brett along with you.
Yeah.
And Brett has pissed so many people off, and if you're sitting next to Brett at the end, you are the person who has played the game right, who has made more alliances, who has worked harder, and Brett's the person who's fumbled around like an idiot and made enemies. And now, as I'm saying this, all I'm thinking about is Josh versus Paul, season 19.
See, okay, now pause on that because I'm going to play devil's advocate for a moment because I agree that he would win with Brett over Casey. However, maybe not, and this is why. Brett has formed strong relationships with the people that are in jury because he was playing that double agent role. Now, the people who are tired of Brett are the girls that are outside of the house, like Caitlyn and Angela, people who don't have a vote, right? And Rockstar, she could be manipulated clearly because she was manipulated to get him to, to stay or whatever. So, I think that Brett. I think that we kind of touched on this before, but the jury house is very emotional, and I feel like they're not going to choose strategy over emotion. So if they're so connected with Brett and they feel like Tyler really played them or Casey's really played them, then Brett may not have, a losing chance. He may actually win that. Well, spoiler alert, he doesn't.
Okay.
But what is the chat saying?
Let's consult the chat on this. I mean, I know I asked y'all about y'all are talking about this Tyler Angela theory, but who do y'all think? We're just assuming Tyler's going to make it to final 2. Which, if Tyler does, it looks like it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Who do you think Tyler can beat in final 2? Who do you think? Like, can you see all the combinations happening? Like, if Casey makes final 2, who can she beat? What's y'all's take on the final 2 action?
Honestly, he needs to take Sammy. As much as I'm ready for that girl to go home, he needs to take her. That will be
Yeah, maybe.
She hasn't won one thing. She hasn't played the game. She's irritated and pissed off so many
You're
people.
right.
She's crazy.
Yeah. So Mac727 says, I have a good feeling that Tyler isn't going to win this season of Big Brother because he made deals with too many people, then betrayed them. Okay, see, that has happened before. I mean, you've got to make deals to make it to the end. I think if you're on Big Brother and you understand the game, you understand like deals are going to be made, multiple deals are going to be made, and then like only one person can win. So it's inevitable that deals are going to be broken. Unless like you're a person like Paul who makes it seem like you're that, like that's the deal, and then you lie about it whenever you're saying the goodbye message. Like I feel like the difference between Paul and Tyler is Tyler owns up to the gameplay. He's like, I'm sorry, like this is what I had to do. Whenever he actually hugged the person who was evicted tonight, the second person, the double eviction, he hugged them and he said, I want to win. I want to win this game. That's the only reason I'm sending you home is because I want to win. It's not personal.
But he hasn't betrayed many people in the house. I mean, he hasn't committed to anybody in jury. They were. I mean, it's the whole Hive Alliance. You know, they were not in alliance with Tyler.
Yeah, and we'll see what happens in the coming days and in the coming weeks, because he's going to have to really turn on the people who he's created final twos with.
Right. Well, not if we can get into this more with predictions, but if he just takes a couple of steps back and stop making these shots, then he could actually go further, because people surprisingly haven't crossed notes. They haven't referenced conversations or deals. They haven't referenced conversations or deals that they have with Tyler, and so he has not been exposed yet.
I want to see a Jury House segment, what they're talking about in Jury House. Like, I want to see what like Brett is talking to Scotty about. Like, what are Brett and Scotty going to be talking about? What are Scotty and Rockstar and all of them going to be talking about? Like, and Fessy. I just want people to compare notes to maybe catch Tyler the way that season 19 caught Paul. Yeah. But I think that the way Tyler needs to do it is let Casey and Sam take out Angela, or Casey and JC take out Angela, and then go from there. Like, I think Angela needs to go.
Casey isn't going to take out Angela.
I mean, not Casey. Casey. Sam and JC take out Angela.
Okay, well, first off,
I know.
Sam has to win something.
I know,
and so does JC, so where's your fate lying?
Well, I think that
yeah, right.
Maybe Angela needs to go up as a pawn, and then Tyler needs to go to Sam and JC and be like, I'm in a showmance with Angela, just letting you know, it might be smart of you to vote her out. I think that needs to be a strategy.
Wishful thinking, because speaking of...
I just want Angela to go.
Well, I mean, come on. She literally is in beast mode with these comps. Like, come on, somebody. Like, okay, so Tyler wins HOH. He nominates...
Oh, if Tyler... Oh.
No, tonight. For the double eviction.
Oh, okay.
Tyler wins.
He nominates JC and Sam.
So predictable. Like, literally, we were watching it, and we were like...
I was typing, boring. Just waiting for JC to walk out of the house.
We just wanted a change. We wanted a shake up. We were like, come on. And then, okay, he didn't make a move. And so we're like, okay, let's see what happens at Veto. By the way, let's talk about this sketchy veto competition that him and Brett had.
Before? When Tyler was telling Brett to throw the comp?
Yes.
Yeah, that's, I think...
Odd.
I think...
Sketch.
Let's just call him Brent. Because Julie called him Brent.
Yes, that was the funniest moment.
At the little interview. Yeah. Anyway, so, Tyler was telling Brett to throw the competition, to not make any moves, to stay calm, just keep everything relaxed. That should have been the first big red flag, because when you're at this stage in the competition, you don't throw you do not throw competition.
And it didn't make sense to tell him to do that. He was like, "Oh, I'll just take all the heat. I'll just take it." But it was like, "What? Don't you want like all of us to go for it?"
But maybe Brett actually threw it. Maybe he like trusted Tyler so much.
No, he was gunning for it. Like literally, he was second to Angela on that run up.
He was?
Yeah, he even went up to her. Was like, "Oh, it was almost me. I thought it was one of us."
Well, that sucks, because that's like the second time he almost won. He almost won HOH, and then he almost won. Oh, well.
Well, almost winning doesn't actually make you win.
Yeah.
So Angela wins HOH. I mean, no, she wins Power of Veto.
Yes.
Comes through, like what? And then I was also like, oh, well, all right, what are we going to do?
Now it's going to be boring.
And now it's going to be boring again.
Yeah.
Until the conversation.
Yes, the conversation that had happened earlier, even
what
before. Even before the veto competition, Tyler went to Angela and Casey and said, "Get this, Brett wants to target Casey and or Angela because he's saying he can't beat y'all in these competitions. He's coming after you, dude." And Casey and Angela don't like that, understandably.
Right.
And so this presents on a silver platter the perfect opportunity to take the first shot at your own alliance. Because we all know this messy stuff is going to eventually happen.
Right.
Why not just get one of them out of the way here and say, girl, you tried to get me out of the competition. You tried to get me out.
It's like they needed reason. They were just waiting. I feel like secretly they wanted to target each other. And then it was like, but no, final alliance, level 6, let's make it to the final 4 together. Let's say we did it.
Yes.
And then...
Exactly.
This happened. So now, I mean, there's no justification because even in Brett's speech, he's like, I wanted to ride to the end with all of you.
I know. I'm so sad he didn't. Okay, so wait, let's rewind to the veto.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
Yeah, so Angela wins the veto competition. She has a conversation with Tyler. And they even plan out like what they're going to say. This is what I call being one step ahead.
And then I'm going to jump up and say, I'm 2 steps ahead.
2 steps ahead. And it's going to be drama. And it was drama.
Yeah, we were excited. We were like, yeah, plan.
Yes,
we just wanted anything but Sammy and JC going home. We wanted anything but that happening tonight. Yes.
And so Tyler, they all come in to the have-not room where Angela is waiting. And Angela,
meet your highness.
Yes, Angela tells Tyler the plan. Angela tells, who does she tell next? Casey?
Yep.
She tells Casey
they
the
celebrate.
plan. They celebrate, and then in comes Brett.
But I love her transition. So she's all like, "Yeah, we're gonna get him out." Yeah. Brett, and then Brett comes in. She's like, I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. Things are just going as planned. Yeah. We're just going to keep them the same.
The same.
And then Brett's like, we're taking Sam out. She's like, I think so. I think.
Girl, you just had 2 different meetings prior.
Commit. We were sitting there like, I think. You're giving Brett a red flag.
Yeah, because he was looking at her like.
Wait, what? What do you mean you think? I thought it's a done deal.
So yeah, she should have put on her acting skills there.
Honestly, it really didn't even matter. So they come back out. And they reveal this to Brett. Brett, I've never seen him look so pale. He went sheet white.
He did.
He was like, holy hell, this is all happening in front of my eyes.
Yep. There's no way that he could have saw that coming. Right. And especially because you guys have to remember, it goes at such a fast pace that literally the 2-minute commercial break is all they have to discuss it. So when we come back from commercial, they're live. Yeah. So she nominates Brett. He is pale, and she gets up there and is like, this is being one step ahead. And then Tyler jumps up, because at first I was like, oh, why is Tyler inserting himself into these shenanigans? Yeah. But then, of course, he's HOH, so he has to be the one to put up Brett. So at least they unified and did it together if they were both going to go down. Yeah. But they could have been much more humble about it and not paint targets, in my opinion, on their back, because guess what? Brett's going to leave the house. He's going to go back to jury, and he's going to, throw them all types of under the bus.
Yeah, but I think he's more bitter at Angela
Bros. I mean, the reason that Angela made that move is because of what he said to Tyler. Yeah. And Julie kind of gave it away in the speech because she was like, but why would you say that you were going to target your own alliance? Yeah. And he was like, I saw his mind moving.
He was like, wait, what? So Tyler, exactly. And people in the chat,
what are they saying?
You're saying, Miss Right 91 says, that's why it bugs me when Angela wins. She always parades it like she's a genius. You're very right. That's why we want Angela out. Yeah. Max 727. Just to play devil's advocate for a minute, what if Angela, Sam, Casey, and JC just start going against Tyler so he will get evicted? That's, really exciting and fun, but, we've seen a lot of Big Brother before. I don't think it's going to happen.
No, not going to happen.
So...
Not going to happen at all. Okay, so Brett's speech. So literally, he's still shocked, and it's time for them to give a speech to stay in the house. And Brett just kind of tanks his speech to me. What do you think?
Yeah. So usually we see Brett with these fabulous speeches with he exposes everybody and he blows everybody's games up. But he didn't have anything prepared. He even said that, and I mean, rightly so. He was totally blindsided. But like Julie said, why didn't you expose level 6? And then he explained it as saying, I wanted to still show some loyalty to them. Maybe they would have changed their mind at the last minute.
They went through that big of a deal.
No, they're not going to change their mind.
Move mountains to get you onto the block. Yeah. But then just suddenly they're going to be like, let's
get Sam out.
Yeah.
No, sorry.
Not going to happen. He could have done a lot of damage during his speech. Yeah. In addition to revealing level 6, he could have revealed his final 2 with Tyler and could have just said, Tyler, we had a final 2 since day 3 or whatever. It's so sad that you didn't keep to it, but hopefully the rest of our level 6 alliance we made on day 2, hopefully you guys will be loyal to each other and continue to get Sammy and JC out like we planned this week. Drop the mic.
You know what?
That should have happened.
You know what? I think he should have just been like, Tyler is playing all of y'all. He has a final 2 with me. I let him know about wanting to go after Angela and Casey. I thought it was a good game move. So he's shady. He's probably telling Sam and JC stuff that you have told him. He's probably working with Sam and JC. He's probably working with everybody in this house.
Yeah.
Don't trust Tyler. And Angela, I hate you. And then it's just like, drop a mic then. But he played it really sedate. I was not into it.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. But what I did like is when he went out to Julie and she's like, "You got played, son."
You got played.
I'm like, what? What is this swag? Julie
Yeah.
came and she was holding no bars. Like,
Yeah.
she came to slay tonight.
Right.
On so many different levels. But yeah, so, he was still in shock. He wasn't saying much when he was talking to Julie. But, and then the goodbye messages.
They didn't have any because it was double eviction for Brett. But for Haleigh, there was goodbye messages.
I wanted goodbye messages for Brett because he's given so many epic ones. I wanted him to be on the receiving end of all the lies and the shade.
You win some, you lose some. Oh, but I did love, speaking of goodbye messages, I loved Haley's reaction to her goodbye messages.
Yes.
She hated Brett's goodbye message because he blatantly lied to her, and he was like, "I'm still gonna go to that Aggies Aggies Alabama tailgate, Roll Tide," and she was like, "Uninvited."
Hashtag uninvited.
Uninvited.
Yes. But you know what? You make a good point with bringing that up because that alone, Haleigh would have went back to jury and spoken all this stuff and slander against Brett. So that actually would have changed his game and his opportunity because she would have exposed him as the double agent that he was. So that would have been interesting. But her wish came true. She got one thing this entire game. She wanted him to come next.
I really want to see Jury's reaction to Brett walking up to the house.
Oh, it's going to be so good. I want Rockstar to be like...
Rockstar is just going to start levitating. She's like, "I'm so happy
hey,
right
Brett.
now." Hey,
yeah,
Brett.
oh.
She's going to be so
good.
happy.
It's going to be so good. Okay. Let's move into segments.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah. Come on.
The segment this week is called...
Let's whisper it.
Yes, the segment this week is called Gone Too Soon. Dun, dun, dun. So, we had some good cast members, good housemates this season. Not only now, but even early on in the show, we had some major characters. Caitlin, are you kidding? Like, she was amazing.
She was good TV.
And let me actually, okay. So, this segment is, who do you think, which house guest do you think should have stayed in the house longer, could have given something to the game, could have provided some either drama or gameplay, or who do you think was gypped out of a good Big Brother run?
Yeah, so you guys have to vote in the live chat and be sure to write the name all in capital letter. Therefore,
I can read it
he can read it quickly.
These comments are rolling in, darling.
Exactly.
They're rolling in.
Yes. So for me, who's gone too soon? Ooh.
I know mine.
You
do?
do?
Want me to say?
Yes.
Swaggy C.
Really?
Swaggy C. I hated him. He was so cringy. So cringy. I think he would have been kind of good at this game. He was a little, now I'm starting to question that. He was a little big-headed. He had a really big mouth. I just think if he could have harnessed his, I think he would have had good social game if he could have harnessed it and really honed it in. Yeah. I think he could have been really interesting because I think he's bold enough to make big moves. So I
agree with that. I would say, in the words of Kendrick Lamar, if he would have sit down and been humble,
he could have
then perhaps. But I think the person that I miss the most is actually Caitlin. As much as she and her,
she was messy.
I got my hits and all of that got on my nerves. She was actually like pure entertainment, and just the way that she bounced back and forth from one house side to another was just like epic and just So. But she couldn't get that puzzle, the easiest puzzle for kindergarten.
I know. See, the chats, oh my God.
What are they saying?
They're saying Rachel. So, let's see. Theo Max says Rachel. Brenna Jarox says Rachel. Max727 says Caitlin or Rachel. Sheena123, I miss Rachel or Winston.
Wow. Winston? Okay. I'm surprised he got a vote.
I miss Winston just because he was really attractive. But Rachel, I guess you're right. Rachel could have really been. Well, I don't know if I would. Why do you say Rachel?
Yeah.
I think she was kind of a sheep. I don't think she would have made any big moves.
She overreacted.
She was really emotional.
She's Goodness, she was like another Sam.
She was a little bit emotional, but
Yeah.
she was more outspoken and about her emotions, and she actually knew the game. So
Well, and she had loose lips.
yeah,
She's the reason that Bailey got into issues. Like,
maybe
come on.
maybe that's why they want her back, is because
the drama?
just the drama factor. But yeah, maybe she was just emotional enough to turn on her own alliance. Maybe that's why people want her back. So for Gone Too Soon, I don't really have anyone because they all gave it to Tyler, so they deserved to go. That's Miss Right 91.
I mean, come on, they're all playing Tyler's game. That's a good point, Miss 91.
You get what you give.
Yes,
So,
love that. Okay, perfect. Okay, now let's transition to the power of tweet.
this is my favorite segment. This is my favorite segment I've ever done. Okay, can I just say? I love Power of Twitter because Twitter, especially Big Brother Twitter, is so messy.
It is. It's so messy. Okay,
Yes.
what do we have? Andy, one of our faves, said Angela and Tyler's 1 step ahead and 2 steps ahead comments are going to cost them the game unless they're both in the final 2. Idiots.
Yeah.
Why on earth alienate and bully people who are supposed to vote for you? Destroy them, Brad.
You're right. Oh my
Yes.
God, you're so right. Who tweeted that?
Andy,
Andy. Oh my God,
You're right.
I'm
Yes.
just seeing it on the screen.
our
Oh,
fave alum and past BB winner.
yeah. Oh my God.
It's so good.
You're very, very right because they are kind of like boasting around with their chest stuck out like, this is what I call 2 steps ahead. And you're rubbing salt in the wound with Brett.
Horrible. Yeah.
And so
He's
now,
gonna go.
you know what Brett's going to do? He's going to go to the house and he's going to convince everybody in his beautiful, convincing, misting ways
Yes.
not to vote for
Mystify.
Tyler and Angela. He's
That's
going to
gonna be
mystify
good.
everybody.
That's going to be so
I
good.
never thought of that. They really should have done better jury management with the most convincing member of the house.
Yeah, it was bad. Okay, Michael L. Germ said the biggest blindside this episode was Julie calling herself Julie Chen Moonves.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that was
Yeah.
good.
Did she do it at the beginning?
No,
She didn't.
at the end.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, that was her sign off.
Oh, girl, that's some
because
drama.
of the shade. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that.
Would we be remiss if we didn't talk about that?
We would. We'll talk about it in a second. And then last one from Swaggy C, your favorite, not
Oh my
favorite.
God, so I can see.
Sorry, not sorry. Favorite, not favorite. He said, you see, if JC and Sam would have won the veto, they can say, oh, okay, we had no other choice. But the fact that his girlfriend won, Brett is going to know that it was all so orchestrated. He's going to be pissed, bitter jurors. There it is. Everyone's in agreement.
Yeah.
The Twitterverse is
that's
like
what
dumbest
Angela
move
does.
of the day.
Angela is poison, baby, because she gets too much in her head. She flaunts around with her crown and is like, I am invincible because I am HOH or because I won Power Veto or whatever. She does really bad jury management. And everybody on
So-
Twitter is right. Oh my God, Twitter's right for
Yeah.
once. Actually, they're always right.
I know. That's why you
Twitter's always
love the
right.
conversation. Ride the hashtag BB20.
Oh,
Okay.
Sheena123, can I just talk about
Yes.
Julie calling Brett Brent?
Oh my God, that.
If y'all didn't see that on the episode, Julie at the end calls Brett, I'm sitting outside the Big Brother house with Brent. And Brett's reaction, he
was
just kind
like-
of like smiles a little bit and was like, oh my
He
God.
like gave her a death stare, like.
Yeah, he's like, girl, really?
He's like, that's not my name.
After all that, she's like 83 days in the Big Brother house, like such good gameplay. Thank you so much, Brent. And then she cuts to the camera.
It was good. Okay,
poor
so
Julie.
in honor of Bryce not being here, we're going to do a little chin chatter, but
Yes.
hot news with her. So you have to do the sound effects that I do each week.
What is it? I can't do it.
It's hard. Takes a lot of breath. Very good. Very good. That was good enough. Okay.
Okay.
So why did Julie Chen
Oh my gosh.
sign off with her full name? Well,
Oh my gosh.
if you have not heard, then you've been living under a rock.
This drama makes me really nervous, actually.
Her husband, who is the former CEO of CBS, recently resigned and stepped down from his large position due to allegations that have rose recently in the Me Too movement. So people basically accused him of sexual harassment and inappropriate behavior and all that jazz. And there's been a debate back and forth on whether or not these allegations are true, if it has something to do with the board, with the board of chair people.
Yeah.
They recently got a new board, and so he thinks that it has to do with internal exiting strategy for him. But you know, through investigation and speculation, he decided to step down, and Julie is staying by her man.
Yeah. Stand by a man. Yeah, that is some drama. I've actually been hearing about it on the radio, on the news, on the news media, in the newspaper, because I read it every morning with my coffee. I actually
Really?
don't know. I don't know how to
Okay, I'm
read.
like-
I never learned how
More
to
so
read.
the papers part than the digital, but yeah.
Yeah, so it's been really some drama out here, and Julie, as we all know, also has a spot on The Talk, on the panel.
She is the lead moderator,
and
yeah.
she stepped down from that show. She took a leave of absence from that show because of all this drama. I think that with Big Brother, it's a little bit more difficult. I think she sees that the season is almost ending.
Yeah.
She just has like a few more weeks to go, and then she'll kind of be out of the public eye. But yeah, bold move. She has been really loyal to her husband. She said, "I am standing by him through thick and thin." Has she said, "I don't believe these allegations are true"? I don't know.
She has
hasn't
not.
outright said.
She's only made one public statement. She sent out one tweet after it all happened saying that she stands by her husband in the midst of all of this. And then the next day on The Talk, she came on and said, "Listen, I'm only going to speak about this once. Go to my Twitter, read my statement. That's the end." So she hasn't spoken about it since everything has transpired.
Which, I mean, is smart because there's lawyers involved. She can't really put a lot of her opinion in there because this is like an ongoing investigation. So wow, that is some drama.
Yeah, that and the Me Too movement being so big, it's hard for a female to go against the accusers, but stand with your man. So it's easier just not to say anything because the public could attack her for supporting him and you know, going against, kind of like they went against Hillary when the Bill Clinton stuff happened. But anyway. Whew, the drama in this nation, guys.
Oh my God,
the drama in this nation.
We are fully CNN right now.
I know, right?
We are like reporting live from the AfterBuzz desk. Hello.
Jake Tapper, yes.
Yes, back to you with the weather.
So good stuff. So what's the chat saying? What
Okay,
we got going
the
on?
chat saying, let's see. The show is okay, not sure about Julie's future. That's Joseph Boza. Joseph Boza also said most of this happened 25 years ago. Max727, I wouldn't be surprised if Big Brother producers decided to replace Julie Chen for the next season. Girl, this is really touchy. I feel uncomfortable talking about this. Like, this is my show. This is my girl, Julie. I don't know who would... Oh, my God.
Pull it together.
I can't pull it together. This is my first show back in weeks. I can't get it.
It's heavy. The drama is heavy.
I just want to go back talking
I
about
think that would be hard. I think that would honestly be hard for them to replace her because she is the staple of this show. Come on, 20 seasons.
Yeah.
And now they're about to do a new Big Brother celebrity too.
Oh, yeah.
So that's going to be huge. And I don't know if it's so much the producer's decision or the people that are in charge. I mean, she's been a part of the network for so long. She was an anchor, reporter.
She is probably does a lot more with Big Brother than just hosting it. Yeah. She's like producing it essentially, I would think.
I'm not
and
sure.
You don't know? I don't know either.
Crazy.
Oh my God.
Anyway, we will be following this story.
Oh my God.
and keep you guys updated.
Are they gonna backdoor Julie? What's gonna happen? Is Julie gonna be blindsided?
Oh my God, I can't. Okay, let's go into predictions.
Okay. Oh my God.
Ooh, yes.
Ooh, God, I love this. It makes me feel like Caitlyn. Remember when we talked about getting a hit?
Yes.
I'm getting a hit.
I'm getting a hit.
I love that. Okay.
All right. So, first question for you.
Yes.
Who do you want to win?
I want Casey to win.
Okay. Who do you think will win?
I think Casey will win.
Okay. And who do you want to be evicted next?
Angela. And I think she will be evicted next.
Why?
Because
Houseway?
I think that Tyler is going to play this theory that I have. I have this theory, and I think it's a rock solid theory. He has to find some way to get around Angela, unless he actually does want to take Angela to Final 2, because I do think Tyler will beat Angela in Final 2, now that I think about it.
Yeah. That would be wise.
That would be wise. So whenever Tyler sent... before this double eviction, I thought Tyler had a chance against Brett and Angela. I did not think Tyler had a chance against Sam. Well, he has a little bit of a chance against Sam. I did not think he has a chance against Casey or even JC.
Correct.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So I think it would be smart for him to take Sam into Final 2, I think, because he has a good chance against her, and get Angela out.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You're okay.
Was I contradicting myself?
Yes, a little bit.
Okay, what'd I say?
But okay. You went down this path and then reversed it. Okay. I think that it would be wise for Tyler to take anyone to Final 2 except Casey.
Okay.
I think that she's the only one that can truly beat him because Sammy's crazy. JC,
Hasn't
though
played the
he's
game.
cute and adorable, he hasn't played the game at all. Everyone hates Angela. And then who else is left? That's it, right?
Sam.
I said Sam. He'll beat Sam because she's crazy.
Yeah.
JC hasn't played the game.
Yeah.
Everyone hates Casey. I mean, everyone hates Angela. And then there's Tyler and then Casey. So yeah, his goal should be getting Casey out. Because your theory of getting Angela out is not going to work because the two people that would actually do it, they would not win. And I want to put my foot in my mouth, guys. Like, please let Sam or JC win this next HOH.
Girl.
Something.
Don't we actually know who wins HOH?
No.
We don't?
No.
Oh my
God. I haven't checked on Twitter.
Any feeders out there?
I hate when it's ruined. I don't want to know. I don't want to
know. I want to
know.
Do the viewers want to know? Do y'all want to know who wins HOH?
Y'all look on Twitter. We're not going to give spoiler alerts because I like to watch the comp and be like,
I'll type it in the chat.
No, maybe they don't want spoiler alerts.
Okay, do y'all want spoiler alerts?
Well, the show is ending anyway.
Spoiler alert.
Okay.
Spoiler
It's not happening. We're not doing it.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
Okay, so next week is going to be very exciting. Sunday, we're going to find out who wins HOH on Sunday. And then, yeah. So it's winding down. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us.
Oh my God, and I'm not going to be here next week either.
Oh my God, what is happening, Charles?
I know I'm going to be out of town, but we'll be back for the finale.
Oh my God. Well, yay. Let them know where the people can find you.
Oh my gosh, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Charles Conley, where I freak out constantly over how crazy this season is.
Whoop whoop.
Where can they find you,
Well,
girl?
they can find me at the same places. At Twitter at Miss Jessica WW and on Instagram at Miss Jessica Williams. And guess what, guys? Outside of the Big Brother house and inside of
the
AfterBuzz Studios, this has been your Big Brother After Show. See you next week.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.